Many of us have gone through an odd phenomena in life that leaves us puzzled about human behavior. The folks who ignore us now frequently seem to care tomorrow. The dynamic of being neglected can finally become awareness in relationships, friendships, even business environments. Though it may seem perplexing or annoying, this cycle is one worth knowing and maybe even embracing as natural fluctuations in life. Everybody experiences periods of invisibility at some time. We strive to connect only to be met with apathy. We send messages that go unloved. We provide support that is unneeded. It's terrible and stings in a way that stays with you. Then something peculiar occurs, though. Out of the blue, these same folks begin to pay attention. They want to be in your life. They inquire how you are doing and observe your achievements. They seem to have had a flash insight or some kind of awareness change. Ignoring someone frustrates one, no doubt. It makes you doubt your contributions. It makes you wonder your value. It makes you feel underappreciated. The truth is, though, people sometimes overlook others for reasons unrelated to the person being overlooked. Sometimes they're too preoccupied in their own world. They're coping with their own problems, or maybe they're just not realizing how their behavior is affecting you. But life is full of turning points. Those little, nearly undetectable changes in viewpoint that cause people to see things differently. Sometimes your own development makes them look again. Sometimes their own experience leads to a fresh insight. In either case, the tide sometimes swings. Folks who had neglected you lately start showing concern. Remember that this transformation is about you not seeking approval from these folks. Rather, it reminds you that growth occurs for you and for them. Although the individual who neglected you might not have first understood your value, this does not mean you were useless all through. You were deserving of respect, attention, and care both then and now. Many times people discover too late what they have been neglecting. Perhaps they watch you flourishing and suddenly want they could join in that vitality. Perhaps they had enough time to consider their own actions and identify their mistakes. Alternatively, their own situation may have changed, which would make them more receptive to what they used to take for granted. Whatever the cause, the truth is that individuals do change, and so do their priorities. Still, your response determines the actual power. Should their behavior have caused too much damage, you could choose to set limits or extend open arms welcoming them back. You have to choose whether to resume the relationship or allow it to be a teaching tool on resilience and self-worth. The secret is to keep in mind that you were entire even before they arrived. You did not need their approval to confirm your existence. It's amazing how often people seem to value things once they have cut off their proximity. Perhaps human nature is such that we ignore what is right in front of us until we have had an opportunity to miss it. People may come to see the value of someone or something they used to take for granted only in absence. The individual who ignored you previously might suddenly care, since they have time to consider your value and what you offer into their lives. Perhaps they have developed personally. Perhaps they have gone through comparable neglect and now know what you went through. All the same, the change from apathy to concern is one that occurs more frequently than we might believe. But let your trip not be overshadowed by their current concern. You have matured, progressed, learned to stand on your own. Though maybe appreciated, their attention is not the last piece of confirmation you need. Rather, let it serve as a reminder of how far you have come, how you survived, prospered, and evolved into someone worth loving all along. Of course, you always were. It took them some time to notice. Life is a sequence of events, some of which one spends feeling ignored and others savoring the warmth of appreciation. But neither defines you totally. Rather, your behavior through both defines you. Your resilience is evident. You can stay grounded even if others fail to see your value. Therefore, keep in mind that the next time someone who used to neglect you starts showing concern, it is more about the natural flow of human connection than about their realizing your value. People will arrive and leave. Their focus will change. Their priorities will change. What counts is that you keep valuing yourself independent of the people watching or those absent. You are valuable just by virtue of who you are. Their attention does not define you. Those who dismiss you now could later on show concern for you, but by then you will have already recognized your own value all along.